Hello. My name is Callista, and welcome back to Unavowed. In the last episode, we discovered Jordan. He's now on fire, as you can quite clearly see. This is just a whole ass mess. He is the reason the homeless shelter burned down. He was living there, but he was so cold, and apparently we taught him a spell that I can't remember how exactly he worded it, but it was a spell that would keep him, it was sort of like keep him warm inside and out, something like that, and it set him on fire. And the resulting boom, shall we say, exploded the homeless shelter. Just great. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I can't really remember what exactly happened at the end of last episode. It's been a little over a week since I last recorded Unavowed. I gather that he wants us to help him. There's a knife somewhere in the sewers. He's not gonna go get it until we've helped him. And I'm gonna be honest. Considering we found him submerged in water and that didn't put the fire out, I'm not entirely sure how we're gonna help this guy, but we're gonna figure it out. Let's leave the sewers.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
He played with powerful magic he had no business using. He hurt dozens of innocents.
He was desperate. He made a human mistake.
In that, we are in agreement.
I think Mandana might be half human, but I think her logic and her thinking is still very Jinn. I know how old did she say she was? Like 800 years old? Something like that? 500 to 800 years old? Like that's a very long time, and I think that will have an effect. Just the fact that she has lived so long, I think that will kind of skew how she views the world. There was nothing in the village eye, or there could be something new. We could go and speak to Wendy about this, although that probably wouldn't go over so well. I remember you said that you thought Jordan was probably dead. He's not. He's living in the sewers. And he's on fire. Like, that's not exactly gonna go well. If he was living in the homeless shelter, then I don't know, maybe he had belongings there. Maybe this spell he recited was written down, but again, how do we get in? That's the problem.
Evening, ma'am.
Is there any chance I can take a look around back there?
No. In case it wasn't clear, this is a crime scene, which means stay back.
Oh, are we gonna Karen our way into this? You need to let me back there.
Oh, really? Give me one reason.
Oh, actor, my sister has been missing for days. I think she was living here. Oh, I mean, Bryony, if you are secure in your acting skills that you think you can just straight up lie to a cop, I'm gonna trust you, girl. My sister has been missing for days. I think she was living here.
Your sister, huh? Well, like I told you, they brought everyone to Beth Israel. If your sister was here, she was probably brought there.
I already checked. She wasn't there. Please let me look inside. Don't you think I already did that, you idiot? They told me to come back here. I already checked. She wasn't there. Please let me look inside.
Then I don't know what to tell you. What do you expect to find here anyway?
Maybe there's a clue inside. Some indication she was here. If my sister was here, I'll know. It's a twin thing. Let me in before I punch you in the mouth. No, Bryony, do you think you can squeeze out a tear? Like, if you hold your head just right, and, maybe he does, like, a long blink, maybe you can catch some rain very close to your eye and, let it drip dramatically down your cheek. Can you just... We're gonna try and make this man feel so bad for us. Maybe there's a clue inside, some indication she was here.
If there is any kind of clue in there, it's probably burnt up. I'm sorry, but I really don't know what I can do for you.
We can't cry. There's got to be something. She's got kids. We need to find her. Please, I beg you. My mother's a wreck. She's 70. I'm sorry. It's just been so hard. Oh, I can't not go with this. I'm sorry. It's just been so hard.
Yeah, it's horrible when something like this happens. But really, I don't know what...
Summon tears, start sobbing, quiver your lip, stare at him soulfully, shake uncontrollably, yes! Play with this man's emotions.
Oh god. No, please, don't do that. Damn it. Fine, get in, quick, before I change my mind. Just don't make me regret this.
That was an impressive performance.
I feel like I should applaud, or maybe shout bravo.
You certainly have a flair for deception. We will discuss this later. Let us find what we came for.
Goddamn, everyone's now like, we know you're a liar now. I was gonna say she's not a liar, she's an actor, and then my brain went, what's the difference? Callista, you know there's no difference. Oh, okay. Charred walls stand unsteadily against the night sky, and I did notice this. A lone locker stands intact amidst the ruins. Yeah, it's got like... I don't even know what that is. Like, cobwebs? Ectoplasm? I don't know.
Is something the matter?
Oh, ice cold. This locker is as cold as ice. This locker's frozen solid. This thing is freezing. This locker is as cold as ice.
That is odd, to say the least.
How is this possible? This building was on fire not too long ago. It can't be normal ice. What do you think caused it, Eli? Oh, I'm flicking between these two. How is this possible? This building was on fire not too long ago.
I know. Bizarre contradiction, isn't it? That's magic for you.
So you believe this is magic related?
Are people still saying, duh? Because, well, duh.
I cannot say I am impressed with the mundane authorities. They should have noticed this when inspecting the site.
Not necessarily. That officer said this place burnt down about a week ago. It wasn't raining then, which means that no ice should have formed.
Perhaps you are correct, and perhaps this was meant to be. If there is danger here, we should be the ones to face it.
That is interesting. I like that. I was with Mandana. I was like, how did the police not notice a locker with ice on it? But no, it's the rain. It's the rain that's caused that. Okay, well, Eli, do you think you could...
Come on, melt!
Is everything all right?
Everything's fine. It's just something inside is fighting back. There!
Nicely done.
That's me, Eli Beckett, enemy of ice.
Hey, nice. Yeah, let's open it up.
Well, that's definitely our cold source, all right.
A thick ice block has formed inside the locker. A faint shape is visible inside. Oh god. Oh. God. Okay. Eli, help me.
Now that it's out of the open air, the warm rain is coming down. I should be able to... Jesus!
The body is beginning to thaw out. Yep.
Look at that. Not a burn mark on him.
The ice protected him from the fire?
It also froze him to death, but If you want to get technical, sure. It protected him from the fire.
What could cause something like this? We should get that police officer. Does this body look familiar to you? I must save that. What could cause something like this?
Well, I might be going out on a limb here, but I'm gonna say magic.
Indeed. This cold is not natural.
Neither is the smell. Ugh.
No, the police officer will question things. He'll question the backstory we gave him. Let's not do that. Yeah. Who was always complaining that they were cold? Jordan. Jordan was. Here's what I'm thinking, though. Jordan was cold before we met him. I'm using air quotes there. And the demon that was possessing us met him. I wonder if, you know, so we collected these homeless people, we brought them to the Village Eye. They all had problems. Jordan had an issue with getting warm. The old guy had lung cancer, and Wendy had a cerebral palsy. So I'm guessing, you know, like, we do the ritual with them, they start feeling better, but then when the ritual was taken away, I'm guessing it got so much worse because we had magically manipulated that. It's like, oh, this ritual will make you feel 10 times better, but when the effects wear off, you'll feel 10 times worse than when you originally started. Am I making sense here? I hope I'm making sense. Because, like, I've been very cold before. I haven't started growing icicles. Does this body look familiar to you?
Maybe. It's hard to tell, you know, with all the frostbite and things.
I admit, he does look slightly recognizable, but as to who, I cannot say.
This young man is covered in ice. He looks slightly familiar, but you can't quite place it, can we? Yeah. Holy crap, it's Jordan. This is Jordan, isn't it? It can't be. Gradual acceptance. Like, yeah, we saw Jordan in the sewer, but this is also very clearly his body. So I think this is gradual acceptance of, like, the world isn't as straightforward as I thought it was. Clearly this is possible because I'm seeing it with my own eyes. This is Jordan, isn't it?
I think it is. It's definitely the same guy in that picture you got.
The evidence is undeniable. Jordan sought a way to remove the cold invading his body. It appears he failed.
But how? Impossible. We just saw him alive. So what did we see in the sewer? Another ghost? A very fiery ghost? I don't think she'd feel so secure to say it's impossible. She's seen a lot of impossible things over the past 24 hours. So what did we see in the sewer? Another ghost?
No, we would not have been able to converse with it if so. We spoke to Jordan, not a lost spirit. At least, not one in the traditional sense. His soul transmuted, escaped his body, and became something else. He is alive, just no longer human.
He's become a fire elemental, a spirit bound to a body of flame.
Can we reverse it? Serves him right. So many people died because of him. No, many people died because we fucked with him, made him colder than when we found him, and then get like, oh, there's a spell that'll heat you up, but you shouldn't do it. I'm gonna tell you how to do it, but you really shouldn't do it. Like, people died because of us. Why would he do this to himself? Well, clearly we didn't explain what was gonna happen. We didn't explain that his soul would become fire. Clearly, he didn't know. Can't we reverse it?
No, we can't. And even if we could, his human body is dead. There's nothing for him to go back to.
Regardless, we cannot allow a fire elemental to run loose in the city sewers.
Let's go back and ask him nicely to leave, I guess. Can you fight him, Mandana? Eli, you're the fire expert. Any thoughts? We ask him nicely to leave. Where will he go? And I don't necessarily want to sick Mandana on him. Again, Jordan was innocent. Yes, he killed a bunch of homeless people or, gave them very bad burns, but he didn't mean to do it. He didn't know that the spell he was given was gonna do that to him. Eli, you're the fire expert. Any thoughts?
Thoughts? I have plenty of thoughts. None of them nice. Let me mull them over for a bit, okay? We should hear Jordan out before deciding anything, anyway.
Right, let's go. Okay, now just start crying
Look,
again.
I hope your sister's okay. I really do. Just don't come back here, okay? I could get into some serious trouble.
I feel very guilty, because, just like, oh, I hope your sister's okay. I'm like, ooh, the lie. Jordan, I have some very bad news.
Master?
We really would like that knife. We went to the shelter, Jordan. Goodbye, Jordan. We'll be back. We went to the shelter, Jordan.
You did? What did you find?
Your corpse. How do I put this? You're kind of dead. You froze to death in the shelter. Ooh. This is a bit too callow. And I think this is too blunt. You froze to death in the shelter.
What? I'm dead?
No, not exactly. You're a fire elemental now. You're alive, you're just in a new body. A body made of flame. That's why the flames are self-sustaining. You aren't on fire, you are fire.
So, there's no cure?
Oh, no. Your human body is dead. There's no getting around that. But you're kind of immortal now. That's something, isn't it?
You mean I have to live like this? Forever?
Yeah?
You should have left me in the cold, Master! You should have left me to die!
There's got to be something you can do, Eli. Stop out that knife, Jordan! We won't abandon you, Jordan. We'll think of something. No! No, Jordan. We are not going to abandon you. We may have abandoned you before. It wasn't me, but, my body abandoned you before. I'm not going to do that again. We won't abandon you, Jordan. We'll think of something.
Thank you, Master!
Look, we do have one option. I'm a fire mage. I can control and channel fire. Given enough time, I can remove the fire from your spirit.
Eli, what you are proposing...
will be incredibly painful, I know.
Painful?
It will feel like being skinned alive.
But it will kill me?
Eventually.
Then I'll do it.
Oh, are you sure this is the only option? Just don't forget that knife. I'm so... God damn it. Who is picking this option? Oh god, I think... Bryony feels awful right now. This is another death on her hands. And I kind of think she wants to cry. She wants to cry in this minute, but she can't. But yeah, I think she just feels so guilty. I'm so sorry, Jordan.
Do not be sorry yet. I will not allow you to do this. Not when there is another way.
Another way?
There are others of your kind. Fire elementals. A whole world of them.
Yeah, in another dimension, across the void. How do you propose to get him there?
Jordan is a creature of spirit now, which means he can traverse the void. I can lend him the energy required, and show him how to open the way.
So he can, what, spend eternity with fire people?
Wait, eternity?
It is a one-way trip, Jordan. Life there will not be easy, but perhaps you can find a home there, a life.
But what kind of life would that be?
Oh, I don't want to talk
One
over
that
them.
continues.
What if he just...
Sure.
He can't
On
stay
an
in the
alien
sewers.
world,
It's your
in
decision,
an alien
Jordan.
dimension, all alone.
He won't have to eat any human flesh, will
There
he?
will be others of his kind. In time, they might accept him.
Better to die human, it will
And if
hurt,
they
but you'll
don't,
be at
they'll be
peace.
stuck there forever.
So the alternative is to murder him?
You should go across the void, you'll be happier there.
It's mercy. If I was in his shoes, I'd want the same.
Can I just say, I've been
But you are
thinking this
not
for a
in
while. I
his
know
shoes.
this is
You cannot
inappropriate,
make
but
that
it's...
choice for him.
It looks like he
And
has a
neither
fire
can you.
penis. I've been thinking that ever since he
That
popped up on screen. I'm sorry.
Jordan, what say you?
I don't know.
Oh,
Do you really want to live like this?
Better a life like this than no life at all.
But what kind of life would that be?
One that continues.
If it involved
Sure,
eating human
on an
flesh,
alien world,
then
in
I
an
don't
alien dimension,
think
all alone.
Mandana would have suggested this.
There will be others of his kind.
Okay, so they're
In
repeating.
time,
Okay, I don't feel
they
guilty
might
speaking
accept
now.
him.
Yeah, I don't think
And if
he'll
they
have
don't,
to
they'll
consume
be stuck
human
there
flesh.
forever.
That was the ligamentals thing. I don't
So
think
the
it's a fire
alternative is to murder him?
elementals thing.
It's mercy.
I'm
I
drawn
was
to
in
this.
his
I
shoes,
kind
I'd
of think
want
that
the same.
Bryony, she doesn't want any more
But you
blood
are
on her
not in his
hands.
shoes. You cannot
And
make that choice
there has been
for him.
so much death and destruction.
And neither can
And
you.
It might take time,
Is
but
true.
maybe he can
Jordan,
find a good
what say
life on this other plane.
I
And I think
don't
Bryony,
know.
this is the
Do
hopeful
you really want to live like
solution.
this?
And I think this is what she'd
Better
go
a
for.
life like this than no life at all.
You should go across the void. You'll be
But
happier
what kind
there.
of life?
Yes, Master, you were right. Maybe this is what was meant to be. Maybe you saved me that night for this very reason. Maybe I have some purpose to fulfill in this new dimension. Okay, I am ready.
You two should wait above ground. I will help him transfer across the void.
I guess he's on his way by now. Off to his new life, assuming you can call it life. You think we did the right thing?
He has a chance out there, more than he would here. We couldn't just kill him. I don't know. Ooh. I could go with any of these, to be honest, because I do think Bryony feels all of this. She doesn't know if she made the right choice. You know, I guess in part, she did make a very selfish decision there. He was begging for mercy, saying, please kill me, like, I'm suffering. And Bryony's first thought was like, I don't want any more blood on my hands. Like, I can't have any more blood on my hands. I've already caused so much death. So I'm going to suggest he go to this new place where, like, it's unknown if he'll be accepted. He might be more miserable over there than he is here. Like, I think Bryony was being a little bit selfish by sending him across the void. Yeah, I've talked myself into this. I don't know.
You're honest, at least. I'll give you that. But to live through eternity without seeing another human being, I couldn't take it. I know that much.
Jordan's not human anymore. You'd rather die instead. It might be nice to live in another world. Yet he won't see any more humans, but he'll see other fire elementals. Jordan's not human anymore.
His soul is still human. His mind is still human. Although I'm not him, so what do I know? I know what I am. I'm not entirely normal, but I know that I'm human. I know that I'm me. If I lose that, then I lose everything. So, is he...
Yes, he has gone through the void.
You look exhausted. So he can't ever come back? Is he okay? Is he okay?
I believe he will be. Eventually. Only time will tell. He did retrieve the ritual knife for me before he left.
Well, that's something. I'll study it back at the lab.
I know the routine. I shall call ahead and have pizza delivered.
It's like you read my mind.
And there we go. That is the end of our first case. I like that. I really like that. I like Jordan. Jordan and his design where I'm like, is that a shadow or is that his dick and balls? I can't tell. I'm gonna say it was just a shadow and an odd flame. Like, that's what I'm going with there. I really like Jordan. I really liked that we could use our acting skills. I really like when the game gives us those options to be like, okay, you're an actor. Act your way into this situation. I imagine you'd have a much easier time if you went with the cop background, because that being said, I don't know if the cop still has their badge. Like, if you're a cop and you have your badge, then just flash your badge. Hey, I'm a cop. I'm working this case. Let me in. Versus, you know, what we had to do, which was, like, spin this whole story, cry at the end. Oh, I don't know how a bartender would get in there. I at least have some idea of how I think a cop could, you know, use that situation to their advantage. I have no idea how a bartender would get in there. Yeah, I really like that. I don't think there's gonna be anything new. Is this the same photograph? Yes, it is. Oh, that makes me sad. Yep, there's the espresso. Seems that Bryony likes to drink coffee and brandy. Lovely. The best drinks. Okay, you know what? I only have about 4 minutes left on my timer, so I think I'm going to bring this episode to a close right here. In the next one, we'll have a chat with Mandana, Eli, Kalash, and maybe we'll get started on our second case. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Kallista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.